Oh, hello! Alright, I'm here once again in my camper talking to an electronic device about something. Today, I would like to talk about judgment based on physical and outward appearance. Okay? Alright, now, there's a few different things, I think I made a list this time, a few different things that coincide to make up this attempt at a speech that I'm going to make. So I'll try to have it make sense, because my other ones were all over the place. Like, cats all over the place. Okay. Why do I talk about cats so much? Alright. First off, everyone judges because it's part of human nature. It's what we do. That's all we... Seeing things is what we have to initially go by when looking at something. You look at something, you think things about it, no matter what it is. Obviously we're talking about people right now, but there's nothing wrong with that. The problems arise when... We'll get into that later. But first off, everyone has their own idea of what they want to look like and how they want to appear to other people. Every day we get up, we get ready, we do our hair, put on makeup. Some guys do that too, so don't just think it's girls. Pick out an outfit, whatever. To the extent of which you want to go. To the extent of which you want to make yourself feel like you're presentable. How you want to be seen, whatever. And it does, it also matters how you act, but we're just going to go by simply how you look. So, everyone has their own sense of what they want to look like, Some people are really, really laid back, they don't care as much, as long as it looks cool and is comfortable, and they feel good about themselves, that's fine. Some people are extremely into fashion and getting ready and doing whatever they can to feel good, Hey, to each their own. There's nothing wrong with either one of those. So, the point is that everyone dresses to feel up to their own standard of how they want to look. Obviously. So, okay. Now, there's also stereotypes, which is a big word. It can mean a lot of things, but social stereotypes, when it deals with outward appearance, oh, you dress preppy, you dress punk, you dress, you're a jock, you're, emo, like, whatever. All the different basic stereotypes that you have. Most people fit into one or a few of those, which is normal. Everyone has different, things that they do to make them fit into that group. And then, of course, your personality plays a role, because oftentimes the people that are in a certain group have common characteristics or whatever, which is normal too. Oh, this is boring. Okay. Step it up, Jordan. Step it up. Now, when it comes to judgment, the problem arises when people use outward appearance negatively to the point where it has an effect on the person that they're judging, or it has an effect on the people around them, or this doesn't make any sense. Okay. I think kind of the point of what I'm trying to go for, which isn't working at all, is there's no need to judge others to the point where it has a negative effect on them. Maybe an example would be easier for this. I see a girl walking down the street with dressed head to toe in Hollister clothing, and she has blonde hair and a ton of makeup on and a giant purse. Now, that's very stereotypical. I can assume that she is obsessed with brand labels, that she maybe is a cheerleader, that she is skinny, so she doesn't eat a lot, and she might not be the smartest cookie in the box. Now, I can think those things, and they're really mean, terrible things to think, but I can think them without really helping it, because that's just how society is these days, unfortunately. Now, I can think those things and keep on walking. Doesn't matter, has no effect whatsoever. Now, say I'm with friends and I sit around and I was like, dude, look at that chick, you know, blah, blah, blah. I start making fun of her, things like that. You know, why? Why would you want to do that? To make yourself feel better? Probably. Or to seem cool, which actually it makes you look like a jerk and doesn't really get you anywhere socially, but if your friends think it's funny, it's okay, right? And that girl, although she might love looking like that, she might be the smartest person in her school. She might love, you know, death metal and BMX. Who knows? The point is that you can't automatically assume that people are just fitting into the stereotype because of how they look. Now, another point in this is that when we get to know people, we often, I mean, if you don't know someone and you are judging only by physical appearance, how are you ever going to know if what the person's actually like, their personality, what they're into, if you'd get along with them? You can't. That's why you need to be a little more basing your facts on talking to them, getting to know them. And yeah, you normally get along with people that are in your quote-unquote category. Artistic people, like I'm artistic. I get along really well with artistic people, musical people, people who like, you know, whatever, tattoos. You know, because we have similar personalities, we naturally get along. But I also have friends who are completely different than me, and because I got to know them and their personality and who they are, we get along great, even though we don't match in the same stereotype. So, I guess the point is, judging by appearance is something that everyone's gonna do, but don't let that control whether or not you get to know the person or whether or not you give them a chance, because it's just kind of stupid to only go by what you see. And if people, there's also a point of you caring how much people are going to judge you. I mean, I'm sure that people judge me based on whatever, how I look. I have holes in my ears. Some people find that gross and they hate it and they think that I'm like weird and stuff. That's fine. I mean, if they're going to bring it up in front of me, then I'll like, talk to them about it. But you know, if people are going to hate just because of something and how a person looks, I'm not going to really want to get to know them anyway, because obviously that's all they care about. If they cared about me, then they'd get to know me first before judging me, you know, to a deeper extent. So, I don't know. How you present yourself is the first step to showing people what you're like on the inside, I guess, is another thing, you know? If you dress certain ways, people are going to think that you do those things, and whether or not that's true, who cares? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a complex thing, really. It's simple, but it's complex. Categories and things like that don't really matter when you think about it. And hopefully, you know, people can understand that it's normal to want to... I have no idea what I was just gonna say. That thought was completely oblivious. I don't even know. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking now. And I think I need to talk about more interesting things, because these topics that I've been talking about are just... they're okay up here. I'm holding my phone. They're okay up here. And then I try to get them onto this, and it doesn't come out organized at all. Okay. I apologize, but Don't judge people to the point where it has a negative effect on them or you. Get to know people. If you see someone cool, whether you think they're cool or not, but you just said cool. Cool. I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll do something funny next time, because I think that will be a lot easier. Good day.